Hello, today I'm going to take you through how to find and evaluate articles using Weber's Stewart Library resources. In order to do so, we have to have a research question or thesis that we are trying to find information about. Today, that research question is going to be focused on how technology has impacted elementary students' ability to focus. So let's dive in. We're starting on the Stewart Library homepage, and out of all the available library tools, I have decided to use OneSearch to find an article because while the A through Z database tool is quite useful and beneficial, as I was messing around with the different search tools, I found OneSearch to be a more direct method of finding an article because it searches many, not all, of the databases Weber subscribes to at one time according to my specifications or limits. Well, with the A through Z database search, it provides me with a database, but then my search is limited to that one database. Also, the library catalog wouldn't be used here because full text access to materials is not available, as the library catalog only lists items that are physically housed in the library. So we will click on the green dot and the blue link below to open OneSearch. We will then go to the advanced search as we have a specific idea in mind and limits on the form of content that we need to set. To remind you, our focus is how technology has impacted elementary students' ability to focus. We can start with keywords, which are the main ideas or concepts in your research question or thesis statement that you use to search for information on your topic. I can pull the keywords technology, elementary student, and focus. You may have noticed I put quotation marks around elementary student. By using quotation marks around phrases, the database will look for the phrase and not for the word separately. By using quotation marks, you are telling the computer to only bring back results containing the exact terms you entered in the exact order you typed them. On the word technology, I'm going to truncate it. Cutting off a word and placing an asterisk is known as truncation. When you truncate a word, you chop off the end so the search tool can search for multiple endings. One of the last things to look at and keep in mind are all of these capped ands, which you can also change to or not. Those are known as Boolean operators. And connects all the main concepts together and tells the computer you want all of the words in your search results. This will narrow my search and give me fewer results. On the other hand, OR broadens my search and gives me more results. Using OR tells the database to find any of the terms where each word may appear separately, as well as where any terms may appear together, or is essentially used for synonyms. I am going to include some synonyms, so I will push this plus button right here. And I will use child as a synonym for elementary student. And I also have to make sure that I change the and to or. And then I'm going to use attention span for a synonym for the word focus. And this also has to be changed to or. I'm also going to change the field on techno, attention span, and focus to subject terms. This means that I am limiting my search and only content with those words listed in the subject terms will appear. Down here, I'm going to place further limits. Under content type, I'm going to pick article and journal article. And that is the form of content we are looking for. Under language, I'm going to put English. And I'm going to limit it to scholarly materials as that was a requirement placed on our search by the instructor. Then I hit the search box. And I have 14,194 results for my search. The amount of results you get depends on how specific you get with the limit you place. I could have placed a lot more limits on my search, thus narrowing it down, or I could have opened up my search to other forms of content, for example, which would give me more results than what I have. My results are sorted by relevance, so most likely what I'm looking for will be towards the top and I won't need to look through 14,194 articles. I will start looking over the articles based on their titles and see how they measure up with my research question. 1 through 5 doesn't really catch my attention. 5 kind of does, but if I look in the preview and go down to subjects, these keywords right here don't line up with what I'm looking for. So I keep moving and I get down to number 6. The title intrigues me. Look over the preview and look at that. Technology and young children are one of the first keywords. I can go up here and look at the summary, or I can click on the full text online, which will also provide the summary. This is the article I chose. I originally didn't stop at this article. I looked over a couple more, but this was the most relevant and it intrigued me. It explains a study the authors conducted on the success of tablet computers in early education through the investigation of preschool children's ease in accumulating to tablet technology and its effectiveness in engaging them to draw. This journal article was written by Leslie J. Coos and Dora W. Chen. They are both credible as they have PhDs in an area of early childhood education and have spent their careers in the educational field. While reading the article, it is also evident the authors did their research and had the knowledge to successfully complete the study, as there is a wide range of references from past studies and that are relevant to the one they were conducting and include other experts in the field. At the time this article was written, Leslie J. Coos was an associate professor and coordinator at the graduate program in early childhood education at the University of New Hampshire, where she researched teacher preparation and inclusive early education, focused on collaboration among teachers, parents, and service providers, along with technology for young children. Dora W. Chen was an associate director of inquiry and pedagogy at the Child Study and Development Center and assistant professor in family studies at the University of New Hampshire. With a PhD in curriculum and instruction, her research and teaching focused on translating the principles of developmentally appropriate practice into classroom practice, ranging from general curriculum design and implementation to exploring the role of educational technologies and anti-bias curriculum in early education. As noted before, through the journal article, there are many references, which are all documented at the end of the article over these 2.5 pages. From what I could tell, majority of the references were scholarly articles and studies from academic journals. I was able to determine this through the format of the citations and the titles of the academic journals they were coming from. The references were also, for the most part, current to the time the article was published, around 6 years of the publication, with some other older articles referenced as well. This article was published in 2010 by the International Society of Technology and Education, located in Eugene, Oregon. 2010 is the most relevant year for this subject, especially since technology is always advancing, and lately, specifically in the classroom, it has been rapidly expanding its influence. The purpose of the journal article is to educate and inform. Based on the tone and language in the article, it shows objectivity. The purpose of the article is to present the results of their study, and there is not language to indicate a bias. They present the challenges that come with technology in the classroom, as well as the opportunities that it can provide for students and teachers. This article showed how the impact of technology on children's engagement and learning seems to come from how it is implemented by teachers. The article provided detailed procedures, methods, and results of the study that they conducted involving 3 to 6-year-old children and the success that came from implementing technology in the form of tablet computers and the increase it caused in student engagement when it came to drawing. The article also included a discussion on technology in the classroom, the pros, the cons, and the direction it seems to be taking. While the article did touch on students' ability to focus and the impact technology had on it, based on the information present in the article, the result of the study, I may want to alter my research question from the impact technology has on student ability to focus to the impact technology has on student engagement. Thank you.